unbelievable results. They weren't happy about it. You probably read they weren't happy, but they are working like hell to end it. They weren't working very hard before. I did.
Are you gonna do the tariffs or not? I'm like getting tired of waiting. Like he keeps going, oh, I'm gonna do it. Oh, never mind. Oh, I'm gonna do it. Oh, never mind. Do it. Do it. Stop playing fucking games, bro. I'm getting tired of it. Be a man. Do what you say you're gonna do and do it. Do it. Do it hard. Just do it. Get it over with and do it. If you're gonna claim that Canada is the 51st state, go and make it happen. If you're gonna say you're gonna defend the southern border, make it happen. We're waiting. We've been waiting since 2016, actually. So, anytime today. But you know what? Referring to Canada as the 51st state, its income is less than New York, less than California, less than Texas, Florida. It could be a state. It is the biggest state, if that is the case. Um, but yeah, the GDP is saying that it is a state. And you know what? If you go in a deep dive into every country in the world, you're going to be surprised at how rich America actually is. And why do we not have free healthcare? Just wondering.
With us today is a brave mother and advocate, Ann Fundner, who lost her beautiful
Funder.
15-year-old son, Weston, to fentanyl. And Ann, if you would, I'd like to ask you to come up and say a few words, please. Thank you.
So he's going to bring this girl up here. She's going to talk. Her son, he's gone. No longer with us. It's supposed to be about her son and only mentions her son twice. She only talks about him twice. She talks about Trump 7 times. 7 times. And if you want to know what's wrong, look at her face. This is what's wrong with the generations in America. The older generation thinks it's okay to devalue their kids and use them as props, make a point to their buddies or whatever. But you're devaluing your child. You know, the fruit that fell off your tree, your future generations, you are hurting their opportunities. Hello. I ain't gotta explain it. She's gonna explain it for you. She's gonna tell you all about her son, but for some reason, 95% of her speech is about Trump. It's sad. You had a chance to talk about it and you failed. Pitiful.
A little bit about my son Weston, who absolutely loved President Trump. He had a beautiful Trump 2020
Disgusting. Disgusting. Instantly. Right out of the gate. Talking about, oh, he had propaganda in his bedroom. In my bedroom, I don't have propaganda. Get a life. If your kid knows something about politics, if your kid is involved in that abnormally niche subject, perhaps you're meddling in their lives. Perhaps you need to get out of their lives. This is crazy. So she's going to keep talking about how he had propaganda in his bedroom.
And he had it on the beach one day, and we took a picture, and it became our 2020 Christmas card.
Oh, that's nice. It was perfect. It took up our whole Christmas too. So your kid had spent the last years of his life adventuring with the ideas of the dude behind you. It's sad. It's sad.
Again for President Trump. Peace on earth. But what happened?
Peace on earth. Peace on earth. Except, all the different people. All the crazy people I have decided to identify as different. Peace on earth. Peace on earth. Peace on earth. Peace on. Look at him. He's thinking about it. He's like, peace on earth. Never thought about that before.
What happened in the next 4 years would be devastational to our country and our safety of our children. And in 2022, Weston lost his life, a freshman in high school at the age of 15, from a single pill that took his life. The cartels were allowed to operate on American soil and took...
You know who's taken more lives than that? You want to know who's really killing the Americans? Who's really KOing everybody? Do you really want to know? You really want to know? The sugar companies. Over 180,000 people die every year in America just due to heart disease. How many people die from heart disease every year? It is the leading cause of death worldwide and in the United States, cardiovascular disease. Oh, and it's way worse, 700,000 deaths That is 1 in 5 deaths. Oh wow. So like these are including diabetes, type 2, stroke, heart disease. All of these factors are pulling in into the poor diet category. 10% of all deaths worldwide are from poor diets. So let's talk about who's really infecting us. When we talk about anything revolving around these drugs that are coming over the country border that we're so worried about, maybe the enemy is within. Perhaps maybe the ones who make the sugar and pump it into everything. You know, a large Coke from McDonald's has 7 tablespoons of sugar in it. That's way more than your daily dose, your recommended daily amount, and they give it to you in one drink. Hope you're not thirsty later on in the day, right?
The cartels were allowed to operate on American soil and took hundreds of
Oh, the
thousands
sugar
of
company?
American lives. And so we knew there was only one person that could save us from the devastation on our American soil, and that was President Trump.
Did he save you? Did he save your son? Just wondering. Did he build the wall? Did he end the Ukrainian war in one day? Did Elon go to Mars yet? All these people are just up and down lying to you guys, and y'all just believe it. You just believe it. You just keep going. Keep going. Keep going. One day they'll be right. They're right like 1/20th of the time. That's enough for me.
So in 2024, we did the best thing that we could do to keep America safe again.
We're so much more safer now. We're so safe, guys. You know, we're trying to take over Greenland, invade Mexico, invade Canada. We're so safe. So safe. Don't you feel more safe with all this extra land and all these extra people that just love being with us? Don't we feel more safe? I feel more safe. I feel safe now that all of NATO are only allies. I'm so happy that they're going to be there to protect us when we need them. They're not going to be upset about us taking their land, you know? They're not going to be upset about that. It's going to be great. Okay, let's keep going.
And we elected President Donald J. Trump.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I thought her speech was over.
Everything that he's promised. We have 90
Oh, he's done everything that he's promised. I just gave y'all a long list of stuff he hasn't done yet. Are the servers on their income, do they pay taxes? Because you said they weren't going to. You said we weren't going to. You said the war with Russia and Ukraine were going to be over in 24 hours. Isn't it day like 50? Hello? The southern border, where's that wall? Hello? Hello? No inflation. Eggs are, what, $12? Not that I care. I don't eat that weird crap. But for real, for those of the people that rely on that resource, how's that feel? $12. I love to see it for you, actually. Don't eat eggs. It's gross. What's wrong with you? Eating chicken periods?
Border crossings. And he has labeled the terrorist cartels terrorist organizations.
He also labeled a whole bunch of Democrats terrorists, too. So I'm surprised he didn't send us all out. That's okay. But don't you dare act like the opposite gender.
I speak for the entire fentanyl
Peace on earth
community when I say thank you to President Trump, and thank you to Pam Bondi and everyone out here who is fighting this fight. God bless.
And I just want y'all to know this speech was supposed to be about her son, who is no longer with us, in case we forgot.
God bless you, President Trump. God bless America.
Yeah, she mentioned her son twice and pretty much gave him like an advertisement for the 2 minutes that she talked. And she goes, "This is the biggest moment of my life." Your son is gone, and you barely talked about him. Donald Trump talked more about her son than she did. Jesus. What?